Hello everyone, my name is Anna Kovalenko. I'm from group BM 719 Waypoint and I would like to present you my presentation. In the role of manager, I chose Manfred from the cartoon Ice Age. It seemed to me that he, like no one else, fit this place. Why? I will tell you a little later. It was my favorite cartoon of my childhood. I think each of us has seen this cartoon or at least heard about it. Now, I will briefly tell you about this cartoon and the main character. Ice Age is a series of animated films that tells about the adventures of the mammoth, saber-toothed tiger, sloth, and saber-toothed squirrel in prehistoric times, from the Ice Age to continental drift. The beginning is about the fun and dangerous adventures of the heroes 20,000 years ago. To avoid the approaching cold due to the onset of the Ice Age, animals migrate south. However, some of them still decide to stay. The lonely, sullen mammoth Manfred, as well as the reckless sloth Sid, and as it turned out, their new friend, the tiger Diego. In the next parts, they still continue to travel, meeting more and more adventures and fun, and most importantly, new friends on their way. Manny finds love with Ellie in Ice Age. In Ice Age Dawn of the Dinosaurs, he experiences when Ellie is pregnant. At the end of the film, he becomes the proud father of a little daughter named Peach. In Ice Age Continental Drift, he gets into an argument with his teenage daughter before being dredged away by a drift with Diego, Sid, and grandmother. Manny is the woolly mammoth in all 5 Ice Age films. His character is shown to be aloof, grumpy, sarcastic, and reserved, but otherwise he is loving and brave. A constant joke for Manny, featured in 4 out of 5 films, is that if a certain character calls him fat, he will often deny it, saying that his fur is what makes him big and that this poofy. I chose Manny because he has a rather serious character. He is versatile, he knows how to find an approach to his friends and can also compromise. Manny also has some kinds of personal charm, which is very important for a manager, and of course Manny got a good understanding team that always helped him. On this slide, you can see a table with many tasks in each of the cartoon episodes. I can name a few of these assignments, which in my opinion are the most interesting. It convincing Ellie that she is also a mammoth and not an opossum. Save Sid, who was stolen by a dinosaur. This table is needed to build a Gantt chart. The Gantt chart is a popular type of chart that is used to illustrate a plan or schedule for a project. It is one of the project planning methods, so here you can see the Gantt chart itself. As we know from the beginning, according to the theory of Adam Smith, the only management function was investment, the investment of capital and the acquisition of labor and equipment. Then Taylor introduced the function of planning and control as independent types of managerial activities. And in the modern world, according to Fayol's theory, management functions include the following management functions. It's planning, is forecasting and preparing for the future. Failure to plan means manager incompetence. Organization, it is providing the business with everything necessary to function. Equipment, materials, people. The most important element here is the training of the manager. Motivation. It is a type of managing activity driven by motivation a person to an activity that has a certain target orientation. And control. It is checking and overseeing that everything goes as planned. Thus, we can say that Manny meets all of these functions since Manny was a very responsible character and planned his next steps to protect his family and friends. He often organized what and how they would do in the future, tried to keep everything and everyone under control to avoid any troubles, and of course, Manny motivated and supported his friends. What about open system? It is characterized by interaction with external environment. Energy, information, materials are objects of exchange with external environments through the permeable boundaries of the system. In addition, an open system has the ability to adapt to changes in its external environment and must do this in order to continue its functioning. My character manages the open system because he accumulates all his managerial skills thanks to changes, energy, information coming from outside, and because as a leader the survival of his flock depends entirely on the outside world. Therefore, he had to completely control everything that could come from the outside and gradually solve the issues and problems that arose. For comparison, I chose characters like Timon and Pumbaa from the cartoon The King and the Lion, as they are the complete opposite of Manny. A little about these characters. Timon and Pumbaa Hakuna Matata live without worries, and they really live like that. They wander around Africa, do not stop anywhere for a long time, and do not participate in wars, do not claim power, and they are completely happy and surprisingly charming. I deliberately chose such characters because they will introduce a carefree life, they have fun, they travel and they don't need anything else. They are already happy. Manny is the opposite of these guys, he can't live by their rules. Manny had to fight to himself and for his loved ones throughout the film. He had certain responsibilities of his own, in no way could he lead a life like Timon and Pumbaa. But despite such differences, they are equally happy. It's just that my happiness was a little harder. Throughout all these episodes of the cartoon, one can single out his three most important goals, which greatly influenced his flock and himself. The first goal is to turn the child to the father. Task for this goal is to save the child from tiger, find in which direction people went, and Sid, who is constantly chatting incessantly. The second goal is save from global warming. Task for this goal is find the way to the Ark and get to it before the platinum is flooded. The third goal is to rescue Sid, who stole the dinosaur Rex. Task for this goal find exactly where Sid disappeared, avoid dinosaurs to stay alive, watch over your flock, including Ellie, who is about to give birth. On this slide you can see Manny's values. So at the beginning this character may seem gloomy, sullen, not a very good role model, but if you follow his life chain you can see in him many virtues and values that we can sort out of ourselves. As it turns out, Manfred is a great friend, very responsible and always ready to help. So I highlight such as main values of Manny: forgiveness in whatever it was, despite the fact that people killed his entire family, he saved and returned the boy to his father. This quality is very important in the modern world, and many should learn from this. The second is purposeful, but at the same time he will not go over the heads, which is also a good quality. This is a very good quality for a pack leader. Looking through all these seasons, you can see that Manny always laid out his best for the sake of his family. And the third, a responsibility. Manfred is very responsible for his own action and most importantly for the actions of his pack. Whatever his friends do, he will help and will not live to rake everything himself. His friends cannot do without him as he can without them. They are one. Manny will never be left in trouble. He is an example of a true leader in the team. Now I'll tell you how the external environment influenced Manny. After viewing all the season of this cartoon, you can see that many external events influenced Manny's pack, but I would like to highlight the two most important ones that completely changed them. So, one of these events is global warming. Thanks to this factor, they started looking for a place to escape and encountered another mammoth, Ellie. Further sales will not occur without this personage, so she completely changed the life of this pack. Also, this global warming served as a test of the strength of their team and friendship. The next important event, I think, was the fall into the world of dinosaurs. There, their flock was replenished with another member, Ellie, and Manny have a daughter, Peach. It was also a huge event that completely turned the world of their pack upside down. Well, just like at the first event, many trials awaited them in this world for the sake of the pack, and once again they only became stronger. What about indirect external environment? I believe that in this cartoon the main factor in the indirect external environment is the relationship with the local population, that is with those animals, flocks that are in their environment. These relationships are of the predominant importance of the local community for the flock. In almost every flock there are certain laws and attitudes in relation to survival aids determining where activities can be deployed. Also, I would like to single out one character separately. In my opinion, this cartoon, he is indirect. He seems to affect the life of the pack, but without him little has changed. And this is a scared squirrel. So, thank you for attention.